Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your forecast for this February. I know we just started Mercury Retrograde. I know I feel it a couple weeks before, but honestly, this particular month is so interesting because we have that stellium, happening when Venus just moved in. I think for a lot of people, this is a good energy to really reevaluate and look at things, their relationships, heal certain aspects. And I know people always freak out, Mercury retrograde, oh my goodness. Honestly, guys, it happens like minimum 4 times a year. Like, it's pretty normal, but it does definitely cause some technical bumps, documents, electronics, things like that. So just do your best before you kind of give in to the emotional frustration, myself included. Take a deep breath, surrender, pray, meditate, whatever it is you do, but kind of invoking a higher aspect of yourself, whether it's your soul self or, God, goddess, universe, source, whatever you call it, can really, really be helpful. Now, I know we're already in February, and I do have an incredible 4-hour Manifest the Life of Your Dreams webinar, workshop. It's incredible, very in-depth. You can do it in pieces or in its entirety, guys. If you're kind of looking to change your course or really start things, I love it. It's wonderful. I teach several different modalities, but if you're interested in that, that's down below. All right, Sagittarius, let's get started. Whew, it's Monday. I'm filming this on the 1st, so let's just take a deep breath in, Sag. Ground out, and let's see what this month has in store for you. Let's get started. Guidance for this month. What is this month? Energy of Sagittarius. Ooh, guys. Okay, we might need some clarity here, but let's get started. We have the High Priestess, the Decision card, the 6 of Swords, the Page of Cups, the 8 of Coins, the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Wands. I want to get a little clarity here for that 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands and the Wheel. Sorry, you're gonna see all the smoke coming out. It's my sage, guys. So right off the bat, Sagittarius, you're gonna have your intuition is going to be on point this month. Signs, synchronicities, angel numbers, visions, however it comes to you. But the universe is really supporting you and loving you and guiding you through some decisions that need to be made this month. I believe when you have the Decision card, it's usually we know what to do. It doesn't always make it easier to do, but it's usually a lack of confidence and fear that keeps us back. And this is why the universe, the divine, are really stepping in pretty heavy. So spend more time in meditation, spend more time in prayer, or whatever it is you do versus perhaps stressing and talking about problems and adding to that energy, and really focus on detoxing your body, your mind, your emotions, going for that walk, because really you're being supported and guided throughout. We have the 6 of Swords, which is really that light at the end of the tunnel. Everything's going to be okay, Sagittarius, but there are some choices and decisions that need to be made. And it's coming to a little bit of a point here. Now, when you have the 6 of Swords, this can also be relocation. It can be some form of travel, or sometimes just moving, like metaphorically moving forward from a stormy aspect right now. And it's going to be okay. You have the Page of Cups and the 8 of Coins. This is kind of a lesson. When you have the 8 of Coins, it's something had to be learned here. We think that we know how to deal with stress or certain triggers, or sometimes, and we're Mercury retrograde, so sometimes issues, they revisit us. They come back round again. Anything that wasn't resolved is going to come back round again. I know that's why people are like retrograde, but it's honestly good. It kind of reminds me of like when we make the bed and there's that lump under the sheet and like it's not quite smooth. Well, retrogrades make us pull the sheets back and remove that lump, so now things lay smooth and flat. You wouldn't want to build anything on a rocky foundation. And there was a lesson here, guys, and you have it with the Page of Cups. So understand, for a lot of Sagittarius, this is going to allow for a lot more emotional happiness and peace, perhaps with a partner, perhaps with the relationships around you. Of course, Venus is entering, this incredible stellium with Saturn and the rest. But this is something that needs to happen, right? Because it'll be like an elephant in the room, or it's going to kind of pop its head up again. And the universe doesn't want that for you. They want you to release this, make decision, move forward, so you can kind of ascend to a higher plane of experience. Now, you have the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Now, 3 of Swords, and it's a really heavy mental stress, a lot of sadness, a lot of grief. But don't worry. Let's look at the clarity cards here. The clarity cards are the 7 of Wands and the Wheel. So really, it's only stressful and heartbreaking and shoulda, coulda, wouldas if you don't stand up for yourself. When you have the wheel, that is a very fortunate card, Sagittarius. The universe is trying to sudden directions. It's kind of a band-aid rip, but honestly, it's less. It seems intense, but it's quicker, like boot camp. It's trying to move you in successful new directions that offer you happiness and joy and abundance. But when you have the Seven of Wands, it requires you to stand your ground. It requires you, if someone tries to call your bluff, to say, no, I told you. This is my boundary. This is my expectation. This is my worth. This is my respect line. And I said, if this is what happens and you cross it, I'm out. Or it could be with a business partner or whatever, kids. It's about really standing up for yourself, choosing your battles and your belief systems here. Because if you don't, Sagittarius, you're going to just have another situation. Maybe a different situation, but the same freaking story. And the universe is done with it. Now you have the Two of Wands and the Six of Wands. You're going to be good, Sagittarius. It's almost like you're showing me the ending of this. Because the Six of Wands is, congratulations, like you're going to move forward from this in a very victorious way. And I'm not saying it's a winner or there's a loser. How someone handles it, if there's any other parties involved, Sagittarius, that has nothing to do with you. But for you, this is about onwards and upwards. Like you're going to pass this lesson successfully, joyously, triumphantly. And you're going to be recognized. People are going to see like, wow, like if there's somebody in your group, professionally, romantically, personally, familially, people are going to be impressed. Like he or she did it. Like they said it and they did it and they didn't put up and they made the decision and they jumped or walked away or created. And it's not whether or not, at the end of the day, nobody else matters but what you think of yourself. Like you're going to be so proud of yourself, Sagittarius. And you have the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is an agreement. Now, can it be a business? Yes, a contractual agreement. But it's moving forward with a person or even a party that shares your same vision, Sagittarius, shares your same beliefs and ideas and long-term goals. Healthy, open communication. And they're very important relationships because they share your vision, whether it's personal or a professional, however this relationship is. But there's something here that's cycling, and I think you're going to be very pleasantly surprised at outcomes when you stand your ground and stick to your guns. It's easy to be like, well, okay, we're going to try to work it this way, or I'm going to read this, or no, because all it does is tire you out, Sag. So let me look for a little bit more clarity here for you. Any other guidance for this kind of month? 1 second. The Divine Guidance card, the Page of Wands, and the Epiphany card, both major arcana. You already have 3 here and another 2. Seek out guidance. You already have the High Priestess, so the Divine is already on it. But Divine Guidance is looking to mentors or professionals for alternative approaches to this, because you might think, no matter what I'm doing, I'm getting the same outcome. Relax. And this is not talking to like your best friend who's like, wow. This is about talking to somebody who's completely objective. The Page of Wands, in order to move forward and to really do so passionately and with all this energy. And when you have the Epiphany card, Sagittarius, this is the card of the spiritual teacher. This is experience that has been transmuted and turned into wisdom so that you can be a light to other people. Whatever this is happening in February, Sagittarius, this is a part of your soul lesson. We all have lessons when we incarnate. This is a big turning stone. When you have the Epiphany card, you're not going to get out of this lesson. None of us do. You'll revisit it over and over and over again until it is changed, until we have learned, until we have approached in a way that resonates with us and a higher sense of being. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it, Sagittarius. So I know it can be a little, but this is wonderful. You're moving in blessed new directions, but there's some decisions that had to be made so you can move forward from this and smooth out that lump. I hope this serves you, Sagittarius. If you'd like a more in-depth tarot session, a soul reading, my links are down below. Otherwise, guys, I will see you next time for your monthly readings.